At half of the press. Well, my people, me here for drop the real news, news, reviews, everything in a one right this or right there, my people. So all I want to know to do is like up the video, share out the video, subscribe to my channel, my people. And if you're new to my channel, welcome. Let's get right into it.
A corrupt government cannot liberate the people. If the head of the stream is corrupt, the entire river will be also.
A blessed good day to you, my wisdom warriors. Wagwan, wagwan. I hope you guys are in good spirit. My people, hear this.
My fellow constituents, I am compelled to address a matter that has caused understandable concern amongst my supporters and within the People's National Party. Several of my political promotional boards have been removed in what appears to be a deliberate and disrespectful act. This kind of behavior is not only unnecessary, but also unworthy of a democratic campaign. I consider it a clear sign of desperation and a regrettable tactic that undermines the spirit of fair political competition. The removal of these boards has incurred an additional and avoidable cost to my campaign, a cost that could have been better used in service of the constituents we are all seeking to represent. I'm calling on my opponent to publicly advise the individuals and teams erecting signage on her behalf that such an antagonistic action are not only unhelpful but are also fueling unnecessary tension. Campaigns must be built on ideas, solutions, and service, not sabotage. To my supporters, I ask for calm and perspective. Do not allow this act to provoke or discourage you. Let us recognize this for what it is, a distraction. We must remain focused. Promotional boards are not able to win elections. They do not speak for you, the people. What matters most is having a representative who is truly on the ground, engaged with the people, and invested in delivering real change, not simply spending to appear popular. Let us continue this campaign with dignity and purpose and a firm commitment to the values we stand for. I am your People's National Party candidate, Joan Gordon Webley.
So my wisdom warriors, wanna hear what Joan have to say. Anyway, wanna tell me what you think about that. My wisdom warriors, I was scrolling over Instagram and guess what me buck up in? Take a look at this. Jamaica will be submitting a petition to its head of state, King Charles, to refer to the Privy Council a set of questions surrounding the issue of reparation for slavery. My wisdom warriors, una say what is going on? Una say this is a PR stunt? Una say what Babs Granger and Andrew Holness do? Then come out and take a set for Mark Golding and say, all right then, since as we are say Mark Golding, a slave this and slave that, what we are going to do now? Because we can't trick the people them, So this is what we're going to do. We're going to come up with a petition, and come up with a story. And so we are going to send it to King Charles. And like King Charles interested. King Charles not interested in this here. King Charles not interested in this, my wisdom warriors. Babs Grange, they know exactly what they're doing. Members here, the PNP first come up with this, Member in Jamaica, Angela Brownberg came out, and push the government of Jamaica for go to the king and ask the king for reparation. Me want to know member in Jamaica. Me have everything here, so Me want to know member. But this is a trick. This is a trick, and I'm going to show you why. Take a look at this. Babs Grange explained that the petition requests that King Charles seek the advice of the Privy Council. I want to listen good, Jamaica. Babs Grange explained that the petition requests that King Charles seeks the advice of the Privy Council, the same Privy Council where Andrew Holness sit down pan. King Charles are going to come to them and get advice from them. And them are going to give them, where Andrew Holness in, member, say Andrew Holness are one of them. Don't forget Jamaica. This is why I say this is a PR stunt, what they're doing. This is a PR. Because when Angela Brownberg run out and I tell them, say, go and ask about the reparation, them no look. Them say they not ready yet. They refuse. Them refuse, Jamaica. Them refuse. You understand? So when I see Babs Grange come out and I say all these things, it make me have to stop and think good. Because remember say England reporter, Mr. Morgan, was interviewing Edmund Bartlett. You remember Jamaica? You remember? And he asked Edmund Bartlett about it. My people, may have all the evidence right here. But before me make una listen to Edmund Bartlett, take a look at this. PNP One status report on government reparations push, posted by Chevan Campbell, the 29th of November 2024. This is from Nationwide. You can go over there, do no research, and you we see. The People's National Party is calling on the Wholeness government to update the country about its effort to pursue reparatory justice for the transatlantic slave trade. Opposition spokesperson on Foreign and Regional Affairs, Dr. Angela Brownberg, made the call in a statement on Thursday. According to Dr. Brownberg, there's been a lack of dialogue on reparations since the signing of a joint statement by 56 Commonwealth leaders expressing the need for conversations. She points to a recent statement by British Foreign Secretary David Lammy that Britain would not be making cash transfers and payments as reparations for the atrocity of slavery. She says Mr. Lammy indicated to a cross-party committee that the nature of the conversations with Caribbean delegations in the Samoa, hey, my wisdom warriors, Lord Jesus, you see, a lot of you guys don't understand what is happening. And your owners are trying trickery. And your owners sell we out. Seriously. When I say that Samoa agreement what Andrew wanna sign in sell we out, we don't have no reparation to get. The only thing we have to get is an apology. This man sell we out. My people, let's read more. Dr. Brownberg points out the current UK government is only interested in talks on other issues. Listen good enough, my people. Relating to the future, not the past. So Dr. Angela Brownberg, I make you know, say clearly the UK government is only interested in the future, not the past. She says it's important, therefore, that Jamaicans understand whether there has been a departure from its stated positions. Opposition spokesperson on culture and creative industries, Dr. Deborah Hicklin-Gordon, highlighted that as sovereign nations, reparatory justice is known to international law as a form of redressing a wrong. The term is applied to money or other compensation paid or made to victims who were wrong. There is no doubt that based on extensive evidence, displaced peoples brought to the Americas and enslaved were wronged by Britain and their European counterparts and are owed reparation. My wisdom warriors, listen to me. You see, when you hear Babs Grange come out, my people, they know exactly what they're doing. First, them create a narrative talking about Mark Golding, slave master and blah blah blah. This is why I say Everald Warmington come out and talk it, because them knows that the people them don't like these things. You understand? So what them do now, them a cook up some things, my wisdom warriors. This what you see them a do. Them knows that the king do not care. Them knows that the king not business with Jamaican people. Like literally, the king don't business. The king not interested in that. My wisdom warriors, I want to look on this again. I want to take a good look at the bottom part. It says she explained that the petition requests that King Charles seeks the advice of the Privy Council, Jamaica's final appellate court. Remember, say Andrew Holness is a Privy Councillor. Do not forget. So you mean if you tell me, say, Andrew Holness now, them a write to the king now, for the king come ask them for advice. You know say what Andrew Holness a do? This is why Andrew Holness cannot remove the Privy Council. He only want to remove the king and keep the Privy Council because he is part of the Privy Council. He is part of the Privy Council, Jamaica. I want to see what is going on here, you know. I want to see what is going on here. All what them do a PR. Why they not come out and tell Jamaica say every 3 months England send them money? Why they not tell Jamaica say every 3 months they ain't get too much $1 million? Why you not tell Jamaican people that? Seriously. And guess what? Guess what, Jamaica people? Yeah? You see the people them that was enslaved, the people them get paid off already. The people them get paid off already. I want to take a look at this.
In the 18th century, British merchants shipped around 3 million people from West Africa across the Atlantic to the Americas and sold them into slavery. They made £4 trillion from the unpaid labour alone. Portugal and Holland pioneered this slave route. Britain made a national fortune from it. Much of the Britain we know today was built with slave money. Ports, cities and canals. Even the Church of England has admitted making money from the slave business. By the 19th century, a fifth of the British elite had made their fortunes from slavery. Among them, David Cameron's distant cousin, General Sir James Duff. The Liverpool merchants who founded what's now Barclays Bank were slave traders. In 1833, when slavery was abolished, slave owners were paid £20 million in compensation for their loss of property. That's £2 billion today.
My people, when you see Babsy Granger run out, just because they want to vote, they want to start look for Mark Golding in a bad way. And you know what I can't understand? Siaga was a pale man. And the way how the whole on don't taking labor rights as lickers suck up to Siaga. You shouldn't shame on the damn self. You come out and text it for Mark Golding. The way how you praise Siaga like him a Jesus Christ. The way how me say you praise Siaga and come out and have the audacity I talk about Mark Golding, we all know say you not have nothing for Marky G. This is why you bring up these things. Remember say Mark Golding run out and say reparation for the Jamaican people. Remember Mark Golding run out and say decolonize the Jamaican people. Remember good. Remember Jamaica. This is why when the reporter from England did an interview Edmund Bartley, he couldn't talk. He get stammer. And I tell Pierre lie and I grow on the corner and I come around the corner. My wisdom warriors, I want to listen to this. Yeah, I want to listen to this. Because Andrew Holness a go on like say him care about the Jamaican people, but Andrew Holness a trick, you know. And that him a do. Remember say Marky G come out and say decolonize the people. Fully decolonize the people. And Andrew Holness a stop it. Why you only want to remove the king and not the Privy Council, and the king is part of the Privy Council? Make it make sense. You think the people are fool boy, yeah? You don't think the people are fool boy, yeah? My wisdom warriors, listen to this.
Jamaica, because as I said at the very beginning, you pride yourselves on being an influential country across the Caribbean, and one of the big questions facing you and some other Caribbean nations is whether you want to, in the end, cut your ties with the British monarchy. Stop recognizing the British monarch as your formal head of state. Jamaica said some time ago, the government said that it was going to put a proposal before the people of your country by 2025. Now it seems that's not going to happen. Why?
Well, the proposal is pretty much on track. I think one of the changes that you have to consider in all of this is one which brings people into the mainstream of discussions and discourses so that there's full consensus in every step of the way. And that process is ongoing in Jamaica now. And yes, we will repatriate our sovereignty. There's no question about that. And I think that's the way that all countries want to go. And
You say
are
there's no
going.
question about it, but I'm looking at what you said in 2022 when William and Kate visited Jamaica. You said then the time has come to address this issue of repatriating our sovereignty. We need to do it now with grace and ease and no rancor. Well,
Absolutely.
Yeah, you said that.
And that remains the position.
Well, yeah, but
And
nothing's actually.
No,
it's
it
not
is
being
happening.
delivered, is it?
No, it is
you're
very
now,
much
you're
being
now, if I
delivered.
may, because people won't know this, you're now locked in a dispute with the opposition party in Jamaica because the opposition says they will not support going to a referendum and support the idea of cutting ties with the monarchy unless at the very same time your government agrees that it's not just about the monarchy but also a change so that the new final court of arbitration for Jamaicans is no longer the Privy Council as it's always been under the current system but becomes the Caribbean Court of Justice. Your government is refusing to accept that.
Yeah, but
Una hear that, my wisdom warriors? This is why me draw back for this, you know. Una hear that? So una see say Andrew Holness no want decolonize the people. Una see that? Andrew Holness do not want to decolonize the Jamaican people. Una remember when Mark Golding come out and said we cannot have 1 foot in and 1 foot out? We want to be fully independent. Who remember? So how no Jamaican people, some of uno don't take in labor right, come out and accuse Mark Golding. When I talk about Mark Golding, no leave your Mark Golding a banner like an idiot. Uno no say Andrew Holness a sell we out. They come like uno no say what blouse and skirt go on. But anyway, my wisdom warriors, I want to listen good to Edmund Bartley remarks. Hear this.
that's the opposition's position. We're government. And we're government because we are managing the will of the people. And so the position that the government takes on the matter is in consonance with the will of the people. So the
Una hear Edmund Bartley? Una hear Edmund Bartley, Jamaica, about managing the will of the people? So una sister them a hold we in a captivity. Una see what we are trying to explain to una now, and una still not get it, brother. Una need to wake up before it's too late. And that may make una know.
opposition may have a position, and the day when the people give them the mandate, then of course. But what it is now is that we're moving ahead to repatriate our sovereignty. The process is ongoing. We have a minister who is responsible for piloting the process through the parliament and also with multiple consultations across the country. Town hall meetings are happening as we speak in various parts of the country where we're getting feedback from people as to what the new constitution amendment should be.
But I guess the opposition has one advantage, and that is logic, because the opposition is saying it has to be about full, quote unquote, full decolonization. That
Una hear what the English reporter said to him, my wisdom warriors? Una hear what they said to him? Alright. This is why me tell una don't take in labor rights. Una not learn, brother. Una not learn. Andrew Holness is not for us. Andrew is not for us.
is not just cutting ties with the monarchy, but cutting ties with the Privy Council. As
But
the
decolonization doesn't mean that you lose everything that may be beneficial to you. To repatriate your sovereignty means that you now have responsibility for your own management, and you choose what you need to retain and what you should not. And so the right of Jamaicans to retain what they feel is good for them must never be denied.
Do you think it is a right of Jamaicans to also get financial compensation from the UK government for the history of enslavement which your people suffered from?
I think it is a discussion that must continue because there is a growing consensus among peoples of the world that the wrongs, the heinous wrongs of history need to be made right. And I think reparation is a discussion along that line.
But to be clear, are you talking about clear financial compensation? Because the UK Foreign Secretary at the recent Commonwealth Summit in Samoa said that it is not, quote, about the transfer.
My wisdom warriors. Una hear dirty Edmund Bartlett? Una hear him? About town hall meeting and all these things. When did we have town hall meetings? All across Jamaica. Una see how them lie? We did have town hall meetings all across Jamaica. But Republic, we never have that. Me tell you about these people. Me tell you, them are the weapon that farm up against the Jamaican people. Jamaica, I want to wake up. So when una say Babsy Granger run out, It's all a PR. Wanna hear me? It is a PR. That's all it is. My wisdom warriors, I yes, me I left it, you know. Wanna tell me what wanna think? Wanna tell me how wanna feel about this? Put an honest opinion in the comment section. Like up the video, share it out, and subscribe to my channel. And if you're new to my channel, welcome. Big up on the nice clean self. One love.
Wanna go on the first promise? On the things that we are putting back in the office. On the things that we are novice. On the better listen to this. Vote them out, cause them not see we when we hungry. Vote them out from Kingston to country. Vote them out, cause when they win them a go dump way. We have to tell them promptly, people just vote them out, cause them not see we when we hungry. Vote them out from Kingston to country. Vote them out, we have to tell them promptly, cause when they win them a go dump way. Marky G, you know you the people them really want to see a great leader who will talk to we. Put on the boat and go, they go walk to we. Yes, go march to we, because we have some guy with them on a intention, leading the country in the wrong direction. That's why we come to make we own a selection. This we are gonna do when in call the election. Vote them out, cause them not see we when we hungry. Vote them out from Kingston to country. Vote them out, cause when they win them a go dump way. So we are tell them promptly, people just vote them out, cause them not see we when we hungry. Vote them out from Kingston to country. Vote them out, cause when they win them a go dump way. We have to tell them